Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. So on this video, I want to talk about how we treat others and why you should not be too good to most people. If somebody is treating you exceptionally well, then you treat them exceptionally well. But there's only one being in the whole entire universe that I think that no matter what, I should treat exceptionally well. And that's the Most High. The rest of y'all ain't got no kingdom that I want to be a part of that's perfect. Y'all kingdoms ain't perfect. Some of y'all ain't even got no kingdom. You ain't even got no grass field. Your life ain't even a grass field. So that's the only one that, like, and even with him, sometimes I'll be like, oops, sorry, Most High. What are these people doing? So with everybody else though, like guys this is what I'm noticing. And this, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. In a marriage, right? When you do something, let's say you married or you got a girlfriend. When you do stuff for them and you show them courtesy and respect and loyalty and honesty, especially after they've wronged you, insulted you, disrespected you, and they take a negative attitude. Well, you could have did this. You should have did this. What they really showing you is, I'm the wrong person. That's what they're showing you. So when you say stuff like, and when you think stuff like, I'm gonna work it out, and you try to stay places and stay with people that don't appreciate what you bring to the table or to the table of their life, you are lowering your value that you have on yourself. You also unknowingly are taking down your self-esteem when you put up with people that try to make you like you a horrible person. Like you ain't never did nothing for them. And you cheating the other people that possess the qualities that you look for from finding you as a friend, as a mate, as a employee, as a co-worker. Because where did this stuff come from anyway? Just working it out. In the 60s, that's all outdated philosophy. In the 60s, they ain't have as many opportunities as we do. So of course, they had to take that attitude. But that philosophy is outdated. Because with all the problems with the food and the air, you add people problems to that, you add job problems to that, and now you endangering your own health. You endangering your own health now. So you think you working something out, but what you doing is shortening your life. That's what you doing. You ever feel that stomach, that pit of the stomach feeling? When somebody just irritates the hell out of you, that's your body losing health. You gotta put your health above no stupid relationship or no stupid job. They talking about, I told somebody, they thought I was playing. We kept having all this mental health stuff at work. And I'm sitting there like, man, I don't need this. I don't need this. Because if something get to bothering me like that, I'm not dealing with it no more. If somebody get to bothering me like that, I'm not dealing. Like if a dude just kept messing with me, a man just kept messing with me. After a while, he gon' remember on Batman, those sound effects? He gon' feel one of them sound effects. Bam! It's gonna be my fist. 'Cause I'll fight first before I shoot. But I got guns ready for people who talk about they ain't gonna fight. Just keep your mouth shut then. And yes, if I start losing, who knows? I don't say too much about that. But with women, you don't do nothing to them physically. You just leave them alone. You pack up your stuff and you leave. If it's your house, especially if she ain't paying no bills, you make her leave. If she refuses to leave, then you still leave. But what you don't do is try to be good to a woman who don't have that love and respect for you. Why would you when there's women out here that's begging to have somebody like you? So why would you keep doing I don't care if you do got kids. Some of these women just don't deserve that treatment, man. What they deserve is the pookies they gonna get after you leave. All these women are delusional. For one, if you young, dudes will deal with you because you got the young woman characteristics. You at the prime of your beauty, but over time, you gonna run the numbers up if you not stingy with it. And you still gonna end up in that place that these older women are in. That delusional place. So, you older, you think that you got a good man at home that's not perfect. You trying to change him, which is masculine, by the way. Because if you wanted to change him, you should have never got with him. When you got with him, you was accepting him for who he is. So now you want to hold everything that he does against him, and you refuse to meet his needs over something that went wrong. You not there to refuse to meet his need. So what's going to happen is you are going to get delusional, and you going to think that all these guys going to line up for you. And he going to get tired of you, and he going to move on. Or he just going to cheat on you like crazy and act like you're a ghost in the house, which I don't suggest. I say just leave. A lot of dudes, that's how they do it. Like, I know a dude that practically hates his wife. I used to work with him. The stuff he used to say, the stuff he used to do, I was like, man. We used to talk in the locker room while we getting dressed and stuff. I was like, man, that's, whew. But he wouldn't leave because he wasn't finna give up his house. He told me, I'm not giving her my house. So he used to do everything. People used to try to criticize him behind his back. But the people that was criticizing him, they weren't never married. So they didn't know, like, how he felt. I knew how he felt because I had tough times. Like, back then, it wasn't as bad, but stuff was still not 100%. But people talking about, yeah, he cheating on his wife, blah, blah. Man, I used to look at them side-eye like, I'm gonna stay out of his business. I ain't gonna defend him or talk about him. But really, I understood. Because when you married, you either gonna say this is too much and get unmarried, or you gonna stay in the marriage and try to make it work. Me personally, after trying to make it work for a year, I don't believe in that. I don't. Because how is stuff getting worse and you trying to make it work? That when that happens, it's because it's just not meant to be. Kids or no kids, it's just not meant to be. People will still be telling you, I don't want, if y'all know me in personal life, I'm lit and you watch my videos, I don't want to hear that. I don't. Because you don't know everything. So just accept, like a lot of people around you don't be wanting to change. They want, when they had them get-togethers, for everybody to be there. But that ain't how these relationships always work, man. And this is why I'm making this video, telling you, some people, man, you can't be so good to them, man. You be good to people that's good to you. And don't go back and forth with these women, because the courts and the police and everybody is there to rescue them. When they start acting a fool on you, you just got to get out of there, because you don't know what they'll do next. They liable to poison you. When you see the hatred in somebody's eye, do you know how? This is why you got to get your intuition right. Because I know when I can see the disdain and dislike and hatred. I can see it in a person's eyes. That's why when a person gets to picking with me, the first thing I do is look in their eyes. Look in their eyes. And so when I see disdain, dislike, and hatred in a person's eyes that I'm going back and forth with, if we at work and you the boss, you already know I'm gonna quit. What we gonna do, fight? So they can come get me and not you? That's all that's gonna happen. If you the boss and we fight at work, they gonna come take me to jail. Especially if they know you on a personal level. So when you see that in a person's eyes, it's time for you to look into some other things, buddy. Just like in a relationship, when you see that in a person's eyes, ain't no working it out. See, I thank the Most High that He showed me how that looks. Because they'll be trying to talk one way, but you see the dislike, you see the, I'm going to show you something. I'm finna go deep. Pause. Resentment, dislike, hatred, disrespect, and indifference. The look in the eyes is the same. It's the same. It's the same. One day I'm going to try to demonstrate it for y'all. We'll do a skit. And people will be telling you, man, he shouldn't have quit. He should have just, man, I saw dislike and disdain in that man's eyes. So I know that he's not going to rest until I'm out of here. Just like I can see respect and like and all that in the person's eyes. The people like my last job, the people I talk to the most, is because I can see the respect and the like in their eyes. Some people I didn't talk to them because I didn't see it. Just like even with the inmates that was in there. When they talk crazy to me, I was looking them right in their eyes. And some of them, I could see the hatred, the manipulation. Manipulation has a slightly different look, but it's on that same wavelength as the rest of the stuff. So you want to look me in my eyes? Guess what? I'm all for it, because then I'm going to read you. And so I noticed, like, some of the guys that was in there, I'm like this. This guy might be locked up, but this guy has good intentions towards me. And so, just like it was this one guy. Now, this will prove my point right here. Like, I was kind of harsh with this dude. He was just playing. Because I saw it in his eyes. He just played too much. He just trolling me, playing around. But I was dogging him. Like, he was saying stuff to me and I just keep walking. And the reason was because I liked it, this guy. He was all right. It was kind of funny, but his timing was bad. Like, you don't try to do this. You sitting with the enemy and you trying to play. That's what was going on with him. I didn't have a problem with this particular guy. It's just I had a problem with the dude he used to be around. Because I saw manipulation in his eye. I don't believe he hated me. I just think he was trying to manipulate me. And when he couldn't, he don't know how to handle, because a lot of people let him manipulate him. I didn't see hatred, and it was like a slight different look. If I gave him his way, he would have been cool. I'm telling you, that's why it's a beautiful thing. It gets hard sometimes, pause. But being a prophet is a wonderful, wonderful task. Because you be finding out stuff that people is trying to hide from you. You do. Like, it was this one lieutenant. I don't know what problem he had with me, but he had a problem with me. I could see it all in his face. I don't know if he didn't like my hair. I looked like somebody that took his girl, but he had a problem with me. So what he was doing was over critiquing. He would try to, he'd play this thing this way. I really should have exposed him before I left, but it ain't even worth it. Forget them. I can make that money out here. If I stay out here doing what I do for the hours that they wanted me to be there, I would make more than I did over there. But something always pulling me away. Rides, got to do this, got to put in this paperwork, if I can go 16, because they would make me work 16 hours twice a week. Even if I did it twice a week and just work 9 hours the rest of the days, because it took 30 minutes to get there, almost 30 minutes to get back. So 9 hours, unstopped. I would make more than over there. And I got to prove it to myself. But this is why you don't be too good to people. If people ain't good to you, you got to have an on-off switch. If your kids don't respect you, why would you give them everything? If your kids is helpful and respectful, then you should be out here grinding to give it to them. And if you don't get along with their mama, then you tell them, hey, everything I give you is for you. I know you love your mama, but this is for you. She says she want another man, blah, blah, blah. Let him take care of her. Some guys, it's not that they don't want to take care of their kid. Sometimes they don't be wanting her to get it. But people be like, oh, he ain't do nothing for me. Nah. Trust me, man, when you get on this side of things, you will understand. you will understand. You getting rich, but you got to give it to somebody who didn't like you, didn't respect you. Come on, man. A smart man is going to think how he do it. You can't hide dislike from me. You can't hide resentment, holding a grudge from me. Because the minute I come in the same building with you, if you anywhere close, I'm going to feel it. Like, you ever been around a person? I'm finna show you something else. I've been around people that when they was into God, they come in the room, you ain't even got to be looking. You'll feel the presence of God on them. But when they start falling out with him, you don't feel that same presence no more. I'm telling you. So, stop thinking, well, I'm just going to kill him with kindness. No. Unbiblical. If you choose to do that, fine. You say, well, turn the other cheek. Yeah, but what did the law say? See, anything you get out of the New Testament, it has to match what was in the law. I know these little egghead, smiling, suit wearing, Mercedes-Benz driving preachers trying to tell you otherwise, but that's because they're trying to soften you up so they can exploit you. But eye for an eye has never left. I'm finna show you. Okay, if it's not eye for an eye, how's it a hell then? How is it a lake of fire then? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. These people trying to soften you up. If I order a $30 steak, well done, and you bring out a medium rare cold steak, I don't try to say nothing about my spirituality when I get on your heels. Man, I don't want this. I'm not paying for this. Give it right back. Like, this steak is cold and it's medium rare. I want it well done. See, I told y'all about him. He got the wrong spirit. You be around your church friends and you eating that cold steak so they won't think nothing of it. So they won't think negative towards you. When you know that ain't how you like your steak. Hot and well. But you with your church friend like that, about to throw up, trying to eat that steak. Just because you don't want them, you want them to think you in the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. I don't mean that. I don't mean that like that. I'm directing this at people, not, you already know where we at. So, you don't, and then when people dog you when you down, why would you let them share? Why would you share with people who dogged you when you was down? Talked all behind your back. That's a whole nother energy. That one easy too. You come in the room, people been talking behind your back, and you hug one of them and I don't need none of this. I'm keeping the people around that got a positive, because guess what? You got a positive attitude towards me. I got a positive attitude towards you. Guess what happens? What happens is we go up in the world. That's why when I start my church, I don't want nobody. Every week, I'm going to be like, y'all know what time it is. It's time for people who not down with the program to get out. I'm going to kick people out every week. Look, if you with what we doing here and you got a positive outlook, attitude towards us, we welcome you. We want you to stay. But if you got a problem with what we doing, we could discuss it. Because if you right, we could change it. I ain't that type of person. I can accept when I'm wrong and make changes. But what gets on my nerve is when other people can't. You could tell me what I need to change, but when I tell you what you need to change, you shut down or it turns into something. Oh, there. Are you trying to dominate me? Me? You're trying to dominate me. It's not gonna go well. Who are you as a person? Whether it's anybody on YouTube, anybody in my personal life, anybody out here that I deal with in any kind of way. Who are you that I will let you dominate me? Me knowing what I know about the Most High and how he feel about that. It's whatever with you. Why would I let another person dominate me? You could call me every name in the book, put me down in every way you could think of. And when it's all said and done, I'm just going to look at you with this thing. You ain't going to do no damage. I'm just going to see what I really got with you. You can't dominate me. You're a person. The Most High done showed me practically everything I could see about people and still showing me stuff. God is real. This ain't no, look, man, you an atheist, man, that's your prerogative, but I think you're crazy. I do. You know why? Because everything you saying he ain't, I know that he is because I've experienced it. You can't take that away from me. Because he don't reveal himself. Let me show you why God don't reveal himself to people. If you want God to reveal himself to you, let's say you on the fence, then you got to let go of this notion that he doesn't exist. You got to just open your mind, be like, okay, I'm going to open my mind to the possibility of the existence of God. And just have a respectful attitude. And he'll start to show you things. And he'll do it because he's fair. He know the devil deceiving you into believing he don't exist. So he'll do little things just to show you. Like people say he don't give signs. Yes, he do. Oh, yes, he do. He gives signs. He give, man. So, and this is another thing. In case you wonder why I'll let go of anything, it's because I know I got him. I'm not finna put up with no extra SHI tonsil. I'm not. For what? You're people. Y'all people. For what? We got a whole eternity to exist. Why would I let, and then how people be wanting to take their own existence away from themselves over people? Are you freaking serious? You need to open your horizons to the Most High. You're not open enough. People. Don't y'all know that if this happened in our lifetime, these people gonna take the mark of the beast? And they gonna be against you anyways. That's why the devil keeps people divided. I gotta sneeze. Y'all know I don't change. I ain't editing it. Y'all just people, man. Hey, man. You either like me or you don't, man. I mean, it's your choice. Life is full of choices. But when people don't like you, when they always, look, man, ain't nobody that bad of a person where every time you look up, somebody is telling them something that they doing wrong. You with the wrong one. If you got a woman like that, that's not your woman. Because if she didn't have a problem with you, she wouldn't be doing that. She doing that because she got a problem with you. It's something you didn't do. It's something you didn't do right. It's some argument that y'all never reconciled. A woman that's with you is going to reconcile. You can't deal with no woman who, when stuff ain't right and stuff go wrong, she the only one talking and she yelling at. First of all, you shouldn't be yelling at nobody that you can't whoop. Or that you at least think you can't whoop or can whoop. If you don't know, if you can't whoop a person, or you don't know if you can whoop them, you don't yell at them. That's just, you just not being wise. That's for men. Because a man is supposed to have the attitude, I don't believe nobody can whoop me until you prove it. That's amongst us men. Women shouldn't be doing that. But y'all do it all the time. Yelling at grown men. And here's another thing that's just the symbol of stupidity in a woman. You yelling at your man more than your kids. You are not a catch. At all. At all. I just thought you should know that. We're going to get into that today too. We're going to get into some characteristics. You don't yell at your man more than your kids. I know them kids doing some crazy stuff. Saying some crazy stuff. There's women out there that'll try to discipline their husband. You can't that's a grown man. He can get 10 times what you got. Anything you got. But these women will still try to do it. You can't discipline no grown man. You either deal with them or you don't. These women be trying to change dudes because they don't like them. That's all it is. Because a dude that they like, they gonna defend him. But then you got those fake ones that just wanna put up a facade that they act one way when people is around, they act another way when they ain't. Half talking, nothing to talk about, argumentative. But then if you go to this event, they want to act like y'all just, nah, man, I don't believe in none of that. Hell no. But you got to stop trying to be good to these people that don't deserve it. You don't misinterpret scripture. It's a reason why the Most High got mad at Saul for sparing them people. Them people was totally oblivious to the Most High. No respect, no love for them, creating their own gods. So the Most High, him being God, he like, okay, let's wipe them out. Saul didn't do it. Now, and I already showed you, there's a heaven, there's a hell, there's a lake of fire. So if you was always supposed to take the high road and forgive and just deal with everybody nice and neatly, is that what he do? Man, the Most High is gangster. You will get whacked. And then I'm going to show you how ain't nobody more gangster than God. He will not only will he whack you, but he'll whack you forever. It never ends. Because he's the boss. Y'all just people. So when I deal with y'all, okay, I'm going to deal with And I'm going to bring up with me the people who respect me, the people who love me, people who can disagree with me, and I'll be like, you know what? He's right. Not people who disagree with me for foolish reasons, but people who disagree with me, be like, look, I know a little bit about like charisma. Charisma told me, man, you need to make your you need a better camera. You need to make your sound and everything better. You think I was like, man, who you think he is? Nope. What I'm doing is I'm adding that to my budget with everything else I do. And I'm going to get those cameras and stuff. I'm not a person you can't tell them, because sometimes, like, you already be knowing the truth. It's just how you accept it. That's how you accept it. Like, I already know I need to have better thumbnail. I need to learn how to do all that stuff. I've been relying on my ability to my knowledge and my wisdom, intelligence, and how I deliver it. But I gotta add the other aspects to it to go up some. And I definitely accept. Shout out to Charisma 808. But people, like, you gotta get your intuition better so you would know. Like, it was this one, like, I told you I'd be watching people. I'm a prophet, duh. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'll sit around and watch. Like, I told y'all how I used to sneak up. And then, like it was this one sergeant, man. He was like a dwarf. He was practically the smallest sergeant. Every time he came around, it turned into an argument. Because after a while, I said, man, I ain't going to even argue with him. I'm just going to let him have it. He'd come around. One time I told him, though, I said, all due respect, sir, but I think they need you more out there than I do in here. Because he caught me at a bad time. Like, I was on my dorm disciplining them because they was getting out of control. And then here he come. I'm like, man, I already know that you sparing dudes. There was one dude that didn't know how to run a dorm at all. He used to try to act like he was his best friend just because dude was in the military. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. No disrespect towards the military. I respect the military. But they was showing favoritism towards some of those guys because they was in the military. That's just a fact, man. And I respect the military 100%. Just like I respect the police. But they were being disingenuous. That dude would get on the dorm and wouldn't correct them at all. And they wasn't saying nothing to him. I correct them all day long and have one thing happen, and they was trying to write me up. Man, F them, man. This is what I'm talking about, though. I'm not finna stay there and keep trying to do what y'all want me to do, and y'all don't even appreciate what I do. This is what I'm telling y'all. You will put a bad aura on yourself. Just like they mandatory me to work and I got in a car accident before work. I'm telling you, that stuff is not coincidental. And now I quit. But hey, listen. But anyway, let me know if y'all want me to talk about this a little more, or you got any questions. Put them in the comments. But there's a lot of people that y'all giving too much credit, too much love, looking out for them too much, that y'all really need to do this.